Hi, I'm Laura Marcolini. I'm a third year and I'm on the field hockey team. I'm going to talk to you about being homesick and being an athlete. So, for me, I moved away from home from Leominster, Massachusetts to Groton, Mass when I went to boarding school for my freshman year of high school. I was just 30 minutes away from home but still felt homesick. Then I moved from Massachusetts to Guelph at the same time my family was moving from Massachusetts to Florida. So I was experiencing different kind of homesick at that point too, just feeling homesick for where I grew up and then where my family was going. That continues now. I feel homesick when I'm here for being in Florida. So let's first talk about being homesick when you're still close to home. You really feel like you're so close, but you're really far at the same time because you can't go home. For athletes, it's we can't go home on the weekends like the other kids because we have games and we have things that keep us busy all the time. But maybe when you're needing that break, you really want to be at home. You want that home cooked meal. You want to see the familiar faces from high school. And that's really a typical homesickness feeling. And you can feel that way even in 30 minutes, 20 minutes, just being away from home in general. For me, when I was moving from Massachusetts to Guelph, I was like, I got this. I've lived away from home for 4 years now. Is not true at all. I went to Scotland with the field hockey team even before I was like on campus permanently. It was a great distraction for moving so far away from home, but at the same time, when we came back, I'm Googling like Trader Joe's to go and get snacks. There's no Trader Joe's in Canada, and I was like, okay, what is this place? I don't know where I am. I don't know anyone here. Like, how am I going to make friends? I was having a really hard time because I was comparing things of like what I wanted from things at home and what I couldn't get here. And I was just really having a hard time. I didn't know why. So I looked into it, and athletes actually can experience homesickness in different ways, which makes us experience homesickness even a little bit more. We all left high school, I'm sure. We were all captains, top of the world, the best, we're thinking, and we had teammates that we knew that we grew up with, and now things are different. We're rookies, we're at the bottom, intensity has changed, so much has changed. Maybe you came here in your first year and you had to redshirt. So then there's a lot of self-doubt for athletes as well because we're always comparing ourselves to other people. And now we're comparing this experience to our past experiences or what our friends are experiencing. If our friends went and played sports somewhere else, you're thinking, okay, if I went to that school, could I be starting? Could I be doing so much better there? If I just stayed closer to home, could I be doing so much better? Do I belong here? That's where homesickness is for athletes. Sometimes we don't recognize that, and it can be taxing because it can take away a lot of our presence. And our presence can really make or break if we're doing well and performing well or not. So that can happen in anyone. Marcus Mariota, for example, he came from Hawaii to Oregon to play D1 football. He was redshirted in his first year, and he used the example of his phone was his lifeline because he always needed to be talking to someone from home and keeping that connection to home. And there's a fine line there of what's healthy and not healthy. He would compare, little things like the weather is really rainy and cold in Oregon. I want to be in Hawaii. I feel that when it's snowing here, I want to be in Florida. But that can take a lot away from being present and take a lot away from your performance. You really need to find how to be present here and be positive. So that's where this comes in. Your team here, it's your family now. Guelph is now your home. You have built-in best friends on your team, which is so lucky. And for me, Bailey and Naya in this picture, they're not from here either. I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. They keep me accountable for, those unhealthy comparisons and really help me be positive and find things here in Guelph that I can enjoy just as much as when I'm home. So I'm going to leave you with this quote. It really just emphasizes that, university is not our last stop, and that homesickness feeling, it may follow you for a while. But while we're here, we really need to be present. That presence can just make everything so much more enjoyable instead of thinking, I could be there or I could be doing this. So just find that presence, and I'm sure you'll see so much of a difference, enjoying everything and even playing better.